The message from residents of the Riverina district of New South Wales was loud and clear. They will not go down without a fight. Yesterday in the town of Griffith, thousands of locals attended an angry meeting with representatives of the Murray-Darling Basin Authority to discuss the proposed water cuts outlined in the authority's draft report. Griffith is one of 5 New South Wales towns which, according to an assessment by an independent banking consultant, may not survive the cuts in water allocations to farmers. It was never going to be a good day for the chairman of the Murray-Darling Basin Authority, Mike Taylor.
So I just want to make it clear we're trying to be very... I just want to make...
You can't even work out the bloody mic.
So, if you could just bear with us, but we're trying to actually make that process work well for everyone. Thank you.
The meeting was the only show in town, and the angry residents came in their thousands, not so much to listen, but to be heard.
This whole process, if it's not already out of hand, is very close to getting out of hand. It needs to be halted in its tracks, and that the Minister must take responsibility for this process and basically terminate what is being done today. And it's...
Because what you are doing is destroying communities. You don't care, and obviously the government doesn't either. So it's time that you guys woke up and have a look at what you're doing to these people. Exactly.
I remember meeting Jim about 12 years ago and hearing him say exactly the things he said today. So, okay. I was listening then and I'm listening now.
My question is, as a business person growing a business in regional Australia, who is going to compensate business when we go under because our communities are decimated?
The very important point that is being made is that there is, within the legislative framework, a compensation framework for irrigation water that's required. But as Megan very properly pointed out, that water gives rise to important flow-on effects right throughout the business community and right throughout the community itself. There is no provisions within the Act to address that, but we have been very strong in making clear that is a consequence. That is a consequence of reducing water, and it needs to be addressed. So, Megan, I can't give you an undertaking that we can do it directly, but I can give you an undertaking that we will be making, and we have been making that point very clear, and we will be making it very clear.
This guide passes the weight test, but it's very light in detail. These massive cuts, and the word has been offered previously as decimate. I was corrected yesterday, it will obliterate communities. Decimate, reduction by 10, obliterate, destroy. Cuts of 43% will obliterate the communities and lead to a driving down of business confidence within the basin. We live in evolving communities. We continue to change. And the relevance there is that we are resilient. We will continue to fight, and we've only just begun.
Thank you.
It didn't take long for the message from this angry crowd to be heard. The federal government has now set up a new inquiry to be headed by independent MP Tony Windsor. And while the government has called for a sensible discussion, the question is, are some people done talking?
We can't put it out because we've got no water if they take it, eh?